Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Orshi and today we are going to practice a mixture of yoga, Pilates and functional mobility exercises just to improve our spinal health. This is really helpful just to keep our spine healthy, just to keep a very nice posture, not getting fatigued by extended time spent seated. And just to find that mobility in our spine, folding forward, bending backwards, and twisting all the way. So there is no limit to our mobility. We are going to begin lying down onto the floor. You will need 2 yoga blocks for this practice, and please position yourself close to a wall because we are going to use the wall as well. So let's just begin. Lying down onto the floor. Feel into the back of the spine, pull your shoulders down, and either you can keep your legs extended, but if you find that your lower back is a little bit aggravated just by extending your legs, you're welcome to just bend them a little. Bend your elbows, lift them by your side, framing your head with your forearms, and just look over to the side so the elbows are in line with your shoulders. Close your eyes for a couple moments just to connect with yourself, just to allow your breath to arrive into this natural, happy rhythm. And let's just gently turn your head over to the right. Returning back to center and over to the left. And back to center, over to the right, chin towards your shoulder. And back to center and over to the left. Let's do that to the rhythm of your own breath, softly turning your head from side to side, mobilizing the cervical spine, the neck. And when you're ready, just arrive back to the center. Slowly release your arms down by your side, and this time, let's just pull the feet onto the floor. Adjust that neutral hip position where you can feel the heaviness, the weight of your hips and your back, and even your lower ribs are touching the floor. Keep your feet together. We're going to take a long inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to lift the right side of the hip, dropping the knees towards the floor, holding it here, but keep your knees together. So one knee is not going in front of the other or sliding back. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, you release back to center. Take a deep breath to prepare. And as you exhale, we are going to shift just the hips towards the right, keeping the knees together and twisting the spine just a little bit. Deep breath to hold here. And on the exhale, return back to center. Let's just do that to the rhythm of your own breath and mind your hips. So the hips are staying in a straight line. So still, that's how we can keep our knees together. Don't forget to breathe when you find your edge. And as you exhale, return back to your center. And again, prepare for an inhale. And as you exhale, you twist to the other side. So one foot is going to lift off of the floor. Arrive back to the center. Let's just do one more round on each side. Stay with your breath. Keep lifting that further hip bone towards the ceiling, coming back to the center. Deep breath in to prepare, and exhale as you move over to the other side. Inhale to stay, and exhale, release. Let's just extend both legs out in front of you, and let's just flip over onto your belly. So to begin with, let's just spread your arms out wide. Keep your forehead down on the floor. And we are going to do a Scorpio twist here. So let's just bend your left knee. Roll over to your right side and touch your left foot behind you onto the floor. Rolling back, release. Bend your right knee. Opening the hips, chest stays on the floor. Come back and release. And lift. And open out, lifting the knee. Feel that twist in the spine. Come back to center and release. And right knee bends. Opening out. Rolling back. And release. Let's just do that to the rhythm of your own breath. Just a couple more times. Keeping the chest as connected to the floor as you can. You can rest your forehead on the floor. No need to hold your head. Coming back and release. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Pull your shoulders down. A long neck. Take a long breath in. As you exhale, lifting your head, lifting your chest. Keep your elbows by your side and no need to extend those elbows. And release down. 2 more like this. Inhale. We're aiming for length, not necessarily for height. And exhale, release. Activate your back muscles as you're lifting up. And slowly lowering down. And this time slide it a little bit further with your hands. Rise up to all fours. And let's just make some circles with your hips just to get out any kinks, any tension from the body. Beautiful. So find your block. And let's just squeeze a block between the middle of your thigh. So tuck your toes under. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. We're going to take a long breath in. As you exhale, you're going to lift the knee off of the floor. Stay here just an inch, hovering above the floor. Activate your core. And now tilt your knees over to the right. Come back to the center. Tilt your knees over to the left. Come back to center, over to the right. And back to center, over to the left. And back to center, 1 more round. Hover above the floor, don't come too high. And back to center, final round, over to the left. Back to center, release your knees. Rock your hips from side to side. Ooh, are we waking up now? And let's just repeat this 1 more time. So again, squeeze the inner thighs together. Tuck the toes under. And make sure that your shoulders, your chest do not move. So it's just your knees, just your hips from side to side, twisting through the lower spine. Take a long breath in. As you exhale, lift your knees off of the floor, hover. Take a breath in. As you exhale, knees towards the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Keep staying close to the floor. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. We have 1 final round. Stay with the breath. And exhale. Final inhale. Exhale, knees to the left. Come back to center. Release your knees down. Ooh-wee. Okay. Rock your hips from side to side. And now you can take your block out from between your thighs. Let's just wiggle around. Moving your hips to one direction. And then to the other direction too. Place your hands just a little bit further so they're not right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under and lift yourself up to your first downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, pushing 1 heel at a time down onto the floor. Lifting the hips a little higher. And when you're ready, begin to walk to the top of your mat. Hang here like a ragdoll. Let's just hold on to the opposite elbows and swing from side to side. Massaging the lower back. And relaxing the entire length of the spine. You can shake your head yes. You can shake your head no, just to release tension from the neck. Drop your hands towards the floor. There's a gentle bend in the knees, so make sure you're not locking your knees. Hands on your shins. Straighten through the spine. Pull the shoulders down. Lift up halfway. And exhale, you fold. And again, hands on your shins, lift up halfway, shoulders down, long neck pushing forward with the top of the head. Activate your core center and exhale, lower down. One more, inhale. And exhale, hanging down, take a long breath in. And as you exhale, slowly make your way all the way up to standing and roll the shoulders back. So we're going to stand to the middle of your mat in a little wider than hip width distance apart stance. Let's just circle the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Flip the palms away from each other and cross your left wrist in front of the right. Reaching up towards the ceiling, take a long breath in. And now tilting over to the left, to the front, to the right, back to center. So circling through the chest. Make sure that your hips do not move in this one. So we're trying to mobilize the upper spine, the thoracic spine. Stay with the breath, to the left, to the front, to the right. Shall we do one final one? Over to the left, to the front, to the right. Return, release your arms, circle them all the way down. Let's just interlace your fingers behind you. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, and folding forward. Let's just release your lower back, lifting those joint hands high up towards the ceiling. Take a long breath in. Drop your arms down towards the floor and let's just rise all the way up. One vertebra at a time. Circle the shoulders back. Let's do the other side. Circle the arms all the way up, flipping the palms away. Right wrist in front of the left. Interlace your fingers and pull the chest, the arms a little bit back. Take a long inhale here. As you exhale, lean over to the right, to the front, to the left, and lift over to the right, and front, and left. And lift. Two more. Right, front, left, and lift. And final one. And left, and lift. Release your arms. Let's shake everything out. And let's just move closer to the wall. We're going to grab the two blocks. And let's just place the blocks in front of you. Turn sideways so your right side, right hip is touching the floor. We're going to extend both arms and stand so close that your right foot, right leg is touching the wall. Let's just bend your right knee parallel to the floor. We're going to take a long breath in. As you exhale, begin to fold forward, extend the legs out behind you. Rest your hands on your block. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your left arm up, lengthening through the spine, lifting that arm up, releasing the hand down. Push away from the floor, extending the arm, pulling the leg back up. And this time, open the left arm out behind you like a book, reaching to the opposite ends of your room, going back to the center. And again, we're going down, extending the right leg behind you. Keep the connection with the wall and your right hip. Extend the left arm up. See if you can touch the back of the hand to the wall. And releasing the hand down. Push away as you rise, knee in the front, and opening the arm out, lifting through the ribcage, so don't allow yourself to hunch. Left knee is still connected to the wall. Coming back to the front, and final round, going down, opening out, releasing down, rising back up. Feel that connection. Opening like a book, reach, reach, reach to the opposite ends. Come back to the center. Release your foot, release your arms. Let's just shake everything out. And we shall swing aimlessly. This is the best part of the whole sequence, when we can just go into our happy place, releasing any tension. Ready for the other side? Let's just move our blocks to the other end. And this time, squeezing your left hip to the wall. Left shoulder, left hip touching the wall. Shift your weight over to your right leg. Extend both arms out in front of you. Activate your core, standing nice and tall, feeling supported, and lift your left knee up. Take a long breath in here. As you exhale, extend the leg, folding forward. Find your blocks with your hands, lengthen through the rib cage. On the inhale, open the right arm up towards the ceiling and release it back down to the floor. Rising up, knee comes up first. Take a long breath in. As you exhale, opening out to the side like a book. Keep the shoulders down, so if they're creeping up to your ear, just push them down. Come back to the center, and again, lowering towards the floor. Extend that left leg out behind you, opening the right arm up. See if you could touch the back of the hand to the wall. It's not an aim, but let's just see if you can. Release your hand, rising up, knee coming up, extending the arms, and again, open the right arm out to the side. Keep the length of your chest. So make sure you're not leaning back or hunching, rounding. Keep the chest lifted. Come back to the center, final round. Extending leg, hands on your blocks. Reaching your arm up, releasing it down. Rising up, arms to the front, knee lifting up and opening out, embracing your core. See if you could tighten your core a little bit just to enhance that twist. Coming back to the middle, release your foot, release your arms, shake your legs and arms out. And again, very mindfully, let's just rotate the spine from one side to another. You can even make some circles with your shoulders and your spine, and to the other direction too. Taking another one. And now, standing in the middle of your mat, we're going to take a long breath in, and we're going to drop your head, shoulders, upper back, rolling forward, keeping that gentle bend in the knees. Make sure you're not locking the knees. Bend the knees, hands on the floor, and let's just lower yourself all the way down onto the floor. Take your feet out to the side, and let's just sit down onto your bottom. Find a comfortable cross-legged position. If you find that lifting your hips up would be beneficial for your spine to stay straight, let's just place a block underneath your bum. That way your knees are a little bit lower than your hips, and they can enhance the straightness of your spine. Let's just pull the shoulders back, lifting up through the top of the head. Take a long breath in, and soft sigh, exhale. Circle the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Touch the hands together. Drop your left hand, bow over to the left. Keep your right hip down on your block, on the floor. Find that length in the spine. Take a long breath in. Rest your hand on the back of the head and pull the elbow back, lifting the chest. Take a breath in. And now turn your chest towards the floor. Extend the arm out in front of you. Feel that stretch in your lower back. Feel that twist in the middle of your spine. And again, hands on the back of the head, lifting your chest. Turn your gaze, your chest towards the ceiling, chest down towards the floor, arm extending out to the side. Left shoulder is still down, so don't allow it to touch and creep up to your ear. Hand on the back of the head, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Oh, so delicious. Come back to the front, chest towards the floor, arm extending. And now circle the arm all the way back and right back to the center. Let's just switch legs so the other foot is in front. Again, adjust your posture. Find that length in the spine again. And when you're ready, circle the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Release your right arm, bend that right elbow and bow over to the right. Keep the chest lifted. Stay with your breath. The right shoulder is nice and soft and low. And now rest Rest your hand onto the back of the head. Lift your chest, pull the elbow a little bit further back. Lift your gaze up to the ceiling. Turn your chest towards the floor. Extend the arm out as if you were reaching to the far side of your room. And again, hand on the back of the head. Peel your shoulder blade, your elbow back. Lift your gaze. Chest towards the floor. Extend your arm. Reach really far. Coming back, hand on the back of the head. Lift your gaze, lift your chest. And turning down. Reaching really far. Push your left hip down towards your block. Come back to center, lifting your gaze. This is our final one. Let's just find that length. Chest towards the floor, reaching far away. Circling the arm all the way up. Arrive back to your center. Let's just close your eyes. Rest your hands on your knees. Feel the buzzing energy in your body, the after effect of what you have just done. Feel that wonderful freshness in your spine. Let's just take 3 long breaths here together. And slowly blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me and this practice. I hope you found some value in it and there's a newfound mobility in your spine, keeping us nice and tall with a beautiful posture. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, because every single week I am going to release a new video for you all to keep up your practice and to find some joy in the movement. Thank you so much for being with me. Namaste. See you next time.